everybody and welcome to another Train Sim World video. We're going to have a look today at Rivets Games' 377/3 and 171 pack. Are they just a reskin of trains we've already got? Let's have a look. So we're going to start off with the 171, which comes in two variants, which is the four car set and the 2 car set. It is the 171/8 and the 171/7, I think. And you see another 377 coming really fast into there. He came steaming in, didn't he? We are at Eastbourne on the East Coast remastered route. You got a 700 down there. Why is that in Eastbourne? Well, because they're collecting miles. They were still during their test period during this time, I think it was. So that's why there's one parked there, because it was just collecting miles around. Yeah, so the 171. 171. Is this just a reskin of the 170? No. It has different buffers here, as you can see, different couplings. That's what makes it a 171. Other than that, most of it is the same. I have driven this train a few times since it's come out. I didn't have time to do videos, but I couldn't wait to actually play it. It's good to have another southern train on the southern services. It's just a shame that we won't see this as AI on the Brighton main line. That would be good between South Croydon and East Croydon, because you got it as the 171s as the Oxted service. You got first class here on the 171. I don't think the 170 is at first class. You got the first class head things on the side there as well, and then you've got all the southern stuff as well as the seats. I just wish they'd fill out these posters, whether they just put route maps on them or something. There should be a cupboard there, I think, emergency equipment cupboard on this side. I think that's missing. But other than that, it looks like a Southern 171. Now I've been on both 171s and 170s. I spent 7 years living in St Leonard's, Warrior Square, just by Hastings, and I used to get the 171s all the time between St Leonard's and Hastings, St Leonard's and Eastbourne, St Leonard's and Brighton, and St Leonard's and Rye, and St Leonard's and Ashford International. And since moving up to the East Midlands, I've been up here for nearly 10 years, and I've got the 170 between Nottingham and Derby, and between Derby and Birmingham. To me, people say the coupling is the only difference. Well, riding the trains, I can tell you, I can feel the difference. It's like drinking cola and Pepsi on those challenges to see which one's cola, which one's Pepsi. You can tell the difference, or most people can. I've never failed at that. I can always tell the difference. And I can tell the difference when being on a 170 and a 171. It's a slight difference, but I can feel the difference. And driving the trains in game, I've driven the 170 Scott Rail, the 170 cross country, and having spent time on the 171 here, I can feel the difference. To me, it's more than just a reskin. People on Facebook groups have been complaining, oh, it's just a reskin, you're just paying for a reskin. Well, it's more than just a reskin, because it adds services to the southern route, to Eastbourne, Brighton, Seaford route. It adds to it, not only just being the train on there itself, but a timetable as well. So it's, to me, it's more than just a reskin. And I'm glad that Rivet has done it. I think they've done a good job. Some people have complained about the sounds on it. To me, I don't think the sounds are that bad. Are they perfect? No. Are they Armstrong Powerhouse, let's charge you too much and you can't comment on our stuff because we don't like criticism? No, it's not as good as theirs. But the sounds are good. Now, let's move on to the 171. I've actually spawned these two trains in so we can have a look at them. I chose platform 1 because the next train ain't due to 7:55, so I didn't want to disrupt the services. You get 2 timetables with this pack. One that includes the 377/3 going down to Seaford, and one that does the 313 going down to Seaford. So what's the differences between a 377/3 and other 377s? Again, it's not a reskin, and it's not just because of the coupler either, because these were originally 375s on southeastern services. So there is slight changes. Not just it's got the original red headlights down there, rear tail lights, and the top light up there is square, not circle, but there are differences inside. I don't know why these are like that for. This is the driver end, there's nothing after that, so these should be closed. Why it's... oh, that 377's leaving. Why that should always be closed, because it's not connecting. So why it spawns with that open, it'll be at the other end as well, and it takes time to set up as well. The cab is mostly the same. I think the cab is actually a reskin itself of the normal 377 cabs. It was a 377/3, but on there it says 377/4. It's a tiny detail, but it's something that they should have changed. And something else I noticed here, you can change the car length. All they've done is gone over it. They've not actually removed it. That shouldn't be there. All they've done is painted over it on this, which I think is a bit lazy. I will call out things that need calling out, but I know it's a small part, but yeah, that should be there. I'd done that by accident. I was just having a look around and I went down like that and I was like, huh? So I clicked on it and you can... so yeah, that I will call out. That was lazy. They should have removed that completely. As for the train itself, it's in a different layout and different configuration actually inside. So all the inside here, as you can see, is completely different. It's all 4x4 seating. So it is completely different here as well, as you can see. So yes, it's not a complete reskin because it is different, and it's only has first class at one end. This is a 6-car set because there's 2 3-car sets joined together, but you only get one lot of first class. On normal Southern 377s, you have first class at each end, at the front and the back. Here it's just at one end. As you can see here, we go through to here and there's no first class here because it's only at the other end. Also, we go to external view. . press the right buttons would help, wouldn't it? It's also if it's pantographed removed as well. Because it did have a pantograph there, but it has been removed on there as well. So yeah, to me it's just not, it's not just a reskin. It is, you know, the 377/3 is more than just a reskin, because it was a completely different train altogether. And apart from the coach length thing still being on the dashboard, I think it's very nicely well done. And it adds 2 more layers to the southern units. There are people complaining about, oh, it's just another reskin, blah 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 blah. But it adds more variety to the route, and it makes the routes look bigger. I don't know why he ain't got his destination on there on that 377/4. It's missing its destination thing to say where it's going. We'll look at the remaster in a different video, because this has been remastered. This route is what got me into TSW. I had no care for TSW until this route came out, and that's what made me get TSW. I had TS Classic before that, since 2015, and before that from 2002 to 2008 or 9. No, 2000. From 2002 to 2010 or 2011, maybe even 2012, I was playing Microsoft Train Simulator. So I've been playing train sim games for a very, very long time. Over 20 years now. The reason there's a bit of a gap between Microsoft Train Simulator and Train Sim Classic is because when I changed laptops, the new laptop wouldn't play Microsoft Train Simulator, so I was without Train Sim for a few years before I then got into Train Sim Classic, because I didn't know about Train Sim Classic. I had no idea it existed until I saw it in a shop. I saw it in, you remember the old game shop, literally called Game. It was in there. It was on sale, so I decided to pick it up. That was Train Sim, or as it was known, Train Simulator 2015, and it was January 2015 that I picked up, because it always came out September. So Train Sim 2015 would have came out in September 2014, and I got it in sale in January 2015, and it was a hard disc copy then. It was actually a disc copy that I got. So I got that, and then I started playing that, and I still play it now. As of this recording, I'm recording this on Monday the 2nd of March, and I've got a Train Sim Classic video coming out on the channel, so and I've got 2 other Train Sim Classic videos lined up that need to be uploaded as well. But do I think, I'm digressing here, so let's get back onto topic. Do I think this pack is worth $12.99? Yes, I do. I think it's good value, because not only do we get 2 trains for a southern route that we've not had in the game before. Oh, here comes a 377. I thought that was the oh, it is the ore train, yeah. So I was expecting the Ashford International train. Yeah, it's at 4 past. Do I think this is worth it? Yeah, I do. Because not only have you got the 2 trains, they operate on the new timetables as well. You've got 2 new timetables for this as well. So, yeah, I like it. I absolutely like it. I've got no problem with it. So, I think it is worth the $12.99. They could have charged more, but they didn't. So yeah, I like it. It's good value for money. I couldn't get it on the first day it came out, but I did get it the day after when I got paid. Finally, a DLC came out near payday for a change. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I've absolutely loved driving the 171, and I've loved driving the 377/3 as well. And it does feel different when you're driving it as a 3-car set. It does feel and respond differently as if you're driving to a 4-car set on the other 377. So yeah, it's different. But like I said, I would have liked to have seen the 171 turn up on the Brighton main line as AI, showing the Oxford service. So joining the track just outside of South Croydon, going up through South Croydon, stopping at East Croydon, and then off to Norwood Junction. It's a shame that we don't have Norwood Junction and West Croydon in the Brighton main line. Hopefully if they ever do a remaster, they'll add them in. They could also add them as a playable service, really, where you join the train just outside South Croydon, you know, at the lights, waiting to come on to the Brighton main line from Oxted, and then you can drive it fast up to East Croydon, because it don't stop at South Croydon, I don't think. If it does, then yeah, good, stop at South Croydon and East Croydon. If not, then just fast up to East Croydon. It's just that gives that little extra playability, don't it? So again, if the Brighton, it should have been added on there, just like the 170 should have been added, cross-country 170 should have been added onto the Derby Midland main line. You know, AI into Derby and then driving it between Derby and Nottingham. I know they said, oh, you can add it in free roam, but you know, we don't want to add it on free roam. We want it actually there with, don't want to set up, we want those services so we actually see it coming both ways. So when you're driving it, you see the other cross-countries going the other way as well as the class 221 cross-country or 220 cross-country, whatever one it was, as AI coming from Birmingham into Derby and then out up towards Sheffield. That should be there as well, so hopefully they'll do that at some point. I think with the 171, the best we can hope for is if the Brighton main line does get remastered, they'll add it onto it then. Alright, we're going to go check out the remaster in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Like the video if you like it, comment if you comment, if you want to leave a comment about the pack, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss other videos. I've got a lot of WWE 2K26 content coming up soon when it's released on Friday, so stick around for that if you like wrestling as well, and check out all my other videos and playlists while you're at it if you feel inclined to do so. That's it for now, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now and take care.